Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Trading Table. This is Andrew. Joined with me is Landon, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the biggest movers in the market, what to watch for tomorrow, and more. Looking at our heat map here, we see most stocks in the S&P 500 were green today, with the exception of NVIDIA. SPY didn't really give a crap about NVIDIA today, though, as you see a huge uptrend here with very little breaks of the uptrend. Like right here, we did break below the swing low right here. Then we immediately recovered straight back to the upside. So SPY very, very strong today. We're at 548. Once again, all-time highs are right around that 550 area. So we're coming pretty close. Not going to lie here. We could be seeing a new all-time high more sooner than we think, right? So 550.75, that's our all-time high right now. I'm pretty sure we're going to break it tomorrow. But we need some volatility in the morning. The market does close at 1 p.m. tomorrow because it's the day before July 4th. So, if we get some good momentum in the morning, I could definitely see us breaking up. We do have some economic data coming out tomorrow. We'll be taking a look at that later in the video. But for tomorrow, I do have SPY to continue this bull run. I really doubt it'll pull back here. But if it does, and I'm wrong, just don't fight the trends and ride the wave, all right? NVIDIA today, very surprising that NVIDIA was down, as if you look at my watch list here, tech green everywhere. But NVIDIA just couldn't, keep its head above water today. Yesterday we did close relatively high, 124. But it didn't drop too much either, only 1% for NVIDIA, not really that much. But definitely did downtrend early in the morning and kind of had a hard time recovering there. We did see, it coming back to that high of day, but then it's just straight downtrend again going into the afternoon. And pre-market, we're pretty low as well. So NVIDIA, hopefully we can recover tomorrow. The market is going to move pretty weird tomorrow because it closes early. So, not even 100% sure what is considered power hour there. Everything might be on a faster time frame, but maybe not because the VIX actually is at 12 right now. So the VIX downtrended all day. It started the day off pretty high, considerably high, not too high. Yesterday it was up in the 13s, but today it's down to 12. And I think, at around 2, maybe even 1, it was dipping into 11, which is pretty crazy for the VIX. Not going to lie. Haven't seen it that low in, quite some time. If we jump out to the chart here, we can see the last time it was this low was the 13th of June. So it's been about 2, 3, almost 4 weeks since we've seen the VIX that low. Nevertheless, though, it could strengthen tomorrow. So, just keep an eye out for that. Don't plan on a boring day tomorrow just because the day is short, although it very well could be. So, QQQ has had an uptrend as well, kind of ignored NVIDIA here because, if we look at take a look at Meta's chart, uptrend. Take a look at Intel. We got an uptrend. Apple, we've got an uptrend for the most part. Very steep, but kind of did chop out. Microsoft uptrend. So I don't know what was going on with NVIDIA today. Not really a whole lot in the news that kind of could point us into the reason why NVIDIA was just just chopping out. But I think NVIDIA will recover. And if anything, this is kind of it, just the calm before the storm, where it'll rise up. But we did have some big money plays today. So jump into Landon now for some of our big money plays of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Actually, quite a day for big money plays. But for our first one, we have ticker symbol LLY. And what a hectic day for Eli Lilly and company. To start off the day, there was that whole thing between Biden, Bernie Sanders, kind of throwing shots at the owners of these pharmaceutical companies. The fact that their drugs or medicine is super high in price. They were kind of throwing shots at that. And then the owners actually fired back saying that, it's a lot more complicated than that because of medicine regulation, pricing, things of that, very confusing stuff. But that's why we saw a lot. We saw a lot of money going into the downside for this stock. Just to reiterate the play for you guys, it was a put option contract, strike of 870, right? Expiration of 7/12/2024, total premium count of 1.54 million, and a total volume of 2K. The bot called this really early. Perfect entry. It called it at 9:34 a.m. Really good movement there. And then later on in the day, I mean, this is why, it's you always got to evaluate entry and just depending, because later on in the day, um Eli Lilly and company and I believe one other company actually both got FDA approval for an Alzheimer's disease drug. So that's why we saw the price absolutely skyrocket. Moved up, what is that, $30 in one day. Really good movement there for this stock. But if there's still that kind of like dissing battle between Biden. It was also Bernie Sanders too, who were kind of commenting on this company and a few others. If they continue to, kind of throw shots at this company, we could see the stock price continue to drop. But in Alzheimer's disease is really big news, just because you know how devastating that can be. So this one, definitely really evaluate entry. This is a little more volatile now. Now that we're kind of like a bunch of things going on with this stock. But big money is saying to the downside. So I don't know. We'll see from here. But moving on to our next one, we have Palantir or PLTR. And just to reiterate the play for you guys here, it's a call option contract, strike of 31, expiration of 9/20/2024, total premium count 800K, volume 7K, normal data. The bot called this at 10 o'clock a.m., 10 a.m. To the upside. We had really good movement, and then we saw it pretty much just move down from there. We saw a lot of consolidation after 12:30. But I am liking this to the upside. Wasn't a beautiful day, but when the bot did call it, we did have really good movement to the upside. So if you guys were able to take profit there, congratulations. Moving on to our next one, we have ticker symbol ARM, right? And to reiterate the play for you guys here, call option contract, 170 is the strike, expiration of 8/2/2024, total premium count of 1.3 million, and a total volume of 2K. Really good data there, a lot of money stacked up. The bot called this at 11:46, so almost perfect entry before that pretty big jump there. So if you guys got profit off of that, congratulations, really good movement there. That was, I think, either this one or the next one was maybe our best calls of the day. But moving on to our next one, we have for ticker symbol V, or in other terms, Visa. And just to reiterate the play for you guys here, call option contract, strike of 280, expiration of 10/18/2024, total premium count of 600K, and a total volume of 1K. The bot called this right around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And, just, I mean, it ended the day like really good. Look at that move. Really good movement there. But moving on to our final one, we have for ticker symbol RDDT or Reddit. Just to reiterate the play for you guys here, call option contract, strike of 75, expiration of 8/16/2024, total premium count of 630K, and a total volume 814. Volume super low just because the premiums are really expensive. The bot did call this, super late in the day at 3:34 p.m. But was actually pretty good entry because we were in a pullback at that time. And then moving on to current time now, we are up on those contracts. So not a lot, but pretty good movement there. We could see Reddit on to continue to the upside just because they're in such a strong uptrend. But yeah, I do like Reddit here, and I mean, pretty good day for the big money play bot. Only thing we have to watch out for is LLY, just because of the war they're in kind of right now, and the insane volatility. But other than that, that's the end of our big money plays. Back to you, Andrew.
Yeah, Landon, definitely a lot of great movement there to the upside. That LLY play, though, really don't like, but just some advice for all of you out there. When you're in profit, there's no reason your contract should ever be going back into the red. Keeping a trailing stop loss is always a great option, right? So let's say, you entered right when the bot called it, like right around here, and it downtrended, and now you're in profit right here, and you see it start to come up, come up, come up. There's no reason you should hold it in hopes to come back down. And honestly, this is probably over a 20% move. So scaling out, always a safe option. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, that option definitely moved over 20%. So, just be aware of that. Every time you trade, you can just, you take a little profit here, it goes up, keep a trailing stop loss, like maybe at break even. So just remember, you can deploy multiple strategies when you trade. You don't always have to just use a 25% stop loss, right? A lot of great ways to manage risk. All right, guys. So taking a look at tomorrow, right? We do have ADP non-farm unemployment change coming out 8:15 a.m. Then we have initial jobless claims. Then we have global services PMI. Then ISM PMI. Then non-manufacturing. Okay, like you can see it right here. I'm not reading the whole thing, right? We have so much data coming out tomorrow, and this Fed meeting not really going to matter because the market will be closed by then. But all of this stuff will be happening. So for all of you who trade oil, watch out for this. Anyone who's trading SPY should really be aware of what's going on tomorrow. Honestly, trading things related to SPY might not be the best idea tomorrow. Nevertheless, we still will play, but to a certain extent, right? If we see that, the VIX is at 15 and all these numbers are coming in pretty hot, right? By 10, I'll probably make the decision not to trade. So just make sure you're keeping up with the calendar. Don't get into a trade at like 9:59 and then ISM PMI comes out and it's, a crazy number and you just get screwed over by it. You don't want that to happen. So stay aware of what's happening in the market and, you can make some nice wins tomorrow. We got a nice window here before S&P Global Services PMI comes out. So definitely keep an eye on that. But all this will affect SPY. Okay, all of this will affect trading. Might not be a lot, might be a lot. You just got to watch the values and stay at 10. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the trading table. Be sure to join our free Discord. Link is in the description. We have plays by plays in there. A lot going on in there. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday at market close.